Кукареку! Is anybody hear me? О, привет. Кукареку! Так. Is anybody hear me? Кукареку! Кукареку! Is anybody hear me? О, привет. Is anybody hear me? By the way, translation is it's already running. This we can see.
Yes.
The central line. Oh, I
yes,
see.
We are.
Nice. Okay. By the way, translation is it's already running. This
someone needs to mute their browser.
Yes.
By the way, translation. By the way, translation is it's already.
right?
Yeah.
Today.
Yeah, these days, I mean, in the whole week, it's been like lots of things going on.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Growing.
Is there breakdancing involved in this?
You mean now? You mean now in the scene?
Yeah, I'm tweeting. I'm saying join us for some breakdancing. Does that make sense?
Well, let's wait for some time. You will see.
All right.
Yeah, I can see myself in the scene. It's amazing, like in the space, right?
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. It's really cool. It's much better than just a normal square, isn't it? Hey, someone's all the way at the top there. Someone climbed it. This looks really cool. Wow.
Shivo, can I ask you?
Yeah.
I'm very interesting about wearables. What's going on right now with wearables? How many people are get you? How many people want to make wearables? And can you a little bit talk about this?
Yeah. So the second batch started like I think 2 weeks ago or 1 week, I don't know. And I saw many cool things going on, like really cool artists, jumping in. That's amazing. Like this guy, for example, Marco Matic. Well, the 5 teams they did the avatars. They are going to be mythic, I think. So that's wonderful. And then yeah, I hope a bunch of really great artists jump into to make awesome things. Yeah, I see.
How many countries there?
I really don't know. I just look at a few of them, but yeah, I mean, yeah, we have to tell artists across the blockchain community to jump in. Yeah.
Yes, guys. So let's officially start the event.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. So I'm very thankful that you all came. I think we have Matthew from Australia. We have Shibu from Argentina. Me and Serge are from Europe, and Will is from United States. So it means it's all over the world. That's really cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Appreciate it. Thank you for having us, man. This is gonna be cool.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, thank you. So I wanted to tell every guest who came that there are several options what to do now when we are talking. So if you have DappCraft wearables, you can get inside and jump onto the planets and listen to the planet's sounds. And also we have an observatory. You can check there, and well, you can try to find an Easter egg. So while we are discussing wearables, guests can do that.
Okay.
Yeah. So what is interesting for me is the process of voting for wearables. I think it can be a very interesting thing, like people asking each other, please vote for me, and some big districts can really influence the decisions. What do you think, Matt?
Excuse me. Yeah. Excuse me, guys. Yeah, sure. Important thing. In translation, there is a huge echo. It's going on. Can you check in your personal spaces? Do you have any sound from extra sound? Because it's echo.
Yeah, you can mute the screen in the scene.
Yes. Because the people who's looking the YouTube video, they are it's a total mess.
Total mess. Yeah.
Looks cool.
So okay, come on, let's go.
Yeah, Matt. So what do you think about voting and whales and big districts?
Yeah, I think it's part of the political system, I guess. It'll be interesting to see how it all works, but I think there'll be some level of kind of uh, being in touch with people and letting them know what your projects are, being on good friendly basis with other projects that have more influence. And I'm pretty sure the voting system will start to be more and more fine tuned, where it's more and more fair and more, more relative to people that can vote and have an influence overall. But currently, you're right. There are big districts that have big voting power because they hold a lot of land, etc. I don't know how it's going to play out. No one knows how it's going to play out. We've never done a vote with land ownership in it before, but I can see that maybe you need to make friends with the district. Maybe you need to be participating in that district, and maybe you need to have value that you're providing with what you're doing to that district.
Yeah.
And suddenly, everyone wants what you're doing. Not just you. It's kind of like a community thing. If you're just doing it for yourself to make money, maybe you'll get some votes. But if you're doing it for everyone, people can benefit from it. Then maybe Dragon City will be like, oh, this is great. Yeah, we'll vote for you guys. So it's one of those things, in my opinion.
Yeah. Will, what is your
I
thought?
totally agree with what Maddie is saying. I think one of the use cases for these wearables would be like to unlock an experience. But one of the ways that we're taking advantage of these wearables is adding functionality to our game. So, for example, if you wear a specific wearable, you have like extra damage on killing zombies or any other game for that matter. But there's an associated cost of doing that, right? There's dev time and all that. So it's like give or take. Like we can't do too much with these wearables just because it starts getting into like too much dev time. And the last thing we want to do is like waste anybody's like time or anything like that. But hopefully opening it up to the community really allows the creativity to happen. And like, for example, we just posted our wearable and it has like this huge blade on the forearm. And so I think people will start thinking outside the box as to what they can do. And hopefully Decentraland enables animations on wearables too, because I think that'll really change the game on the looks of everything that people come up with.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Shibo, what can you say about animations?
Yeah, so we talk about it with the dev team, and we like plan something about it, like to put some animations into the wearable. One thing that we want to do is working with, a better way to work with the animations in the Centran, in a way that every product is affected, like implement custom animations to the avatars in the SDK, and also, for example, with the wearables is another thing that is awesome, because you can do a lot of actionable things with animated wearables. I think like like custom emote with a wearable. But yeah, we're working on it. I mean, there are a lot of things going on right now, like the game jam, many things. But regarding, for example, wearables, we are working really hard in a tool that it's going to facilitate things for all the community, to put, to make wearables. So that's one big thing that we're, working on. That is, for me, it's like amazing, because imagine that I made like many wearables, and it was very hard at the beginning, to all the pipeline. Then all of you make awesome wearables doing the same pipeline, and now a lot of more artists are going to do more. And with this, I think with this tool, it's going to be amazing, because it's something that you put, like in the builder, you put the wearable on it, and then you can say that it's for female representation, male representation, put which things hide or replace, and so on. So it's very, very cool. Yeah.
Shibu, can anyone use this builder? Can I do it even though I'm not I don't have a license, like the wearables one?
Yeah. The thing regarding the wearables, for me, it's like we think really hard in the process for it, because we have, the first thing is that to make a wearable, not anyone can do it like in the builder, right? Because the builder is like a drag and drop. But with wearables, it's like there are some technical stuff that the user has to understand, like for example, which things you replace, or how to do the wearable, because it's modeling. You cannot put wherever you want into the avatar, like. But yeah, I mean it's for everyone, and another cool thing is that this tool allows like minting permissions for the creator and also another people, for example. And yeah, it's very 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 cool, very like the whole line.
Hey, Shibu, did you ever think that wearables is going to be such a popular concept in Decentraland?
Yeah.
Shibu knew all along.
I knew
Knew.
from the get-go, dude. No question about it, dude.
Yeah.
A question I've always wondered about is there plans to expand like the wearable category, I guess, to maybe something like a wieldables category, things that you can actually carry around with you as an avatar.
Rideables, man. I'm thinking about rideables as well.
Yeah, rideables or hoverables, things that hover around you, pets, things like that, Are these in the pipeline? Or can you even talk about that? Shibu.
Yeah, of course. There are several things that we all are very excited and want to do. I mean, the roadmap for the Syndra, it's it's crazy. There are a lot of things to work with, but the items and stuff like that, it's amazing. For me, it's like it's kind of portable experiences. Like for example, you have like an item that is a rifle, and I don't know, the game is called wheel game rifle, for example, and you play with another people that has the same item, the same rifle, and you shoot all over the center and across the center. That will be amazing. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, there are a lot of things to work with to make that possible, right? Like, but yeah, of course, that we're thinking things like that.
Awesome.
Guys, let's follow the schedule. Let's follow the schedule, and
yes. This exactly I want to say about this. Actually, for people who is looking this translation in YouTube or playing in the Decentraland, just keep in mind you hear the sound with like 15 or 10 seconds delay. So we a little bit talking from the future with you. For people who is become to our area and who is wearing our wearables, MoonMiner wearables, right now, if you we prepare secret some surprise for you. If you looking up on the top, you will see there is a little secret star with purple color. Just take your time to find it, and when you will find it, the show will begin. So let's see what's there.
Yeah, let's get it started.
Guys, for you, we take a 1 minute, I think, pause. We pause the Zoom because the sound is going on the translation right now.
Okay.
So let's see what's there.
So are you guys all inside the bubble right now?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm access denied, correct? Because I'm
just approach this MoonMiner and touch it. Try to touch it.
Oh, that's cool.
What does it do? I can't get in there.
Listen.
Change, right?
Cool.
Yeah, it changes the.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It changes like the position,
Yeah.
pose.
Like you do it really fast.
There is little
Delay.
fuck up from our side because the box which react to the pushing is in the place where the statue is stop. So the first pose, and to switch another pose, you should approach the invisible box in the area where he is stay first time.
Yep. Yep.
I think we lost our broadcast to the scene. I don't see us in the screen.
Oh, that's right.
I think they could still hear us, but yeah, I don't see the screen as well in the little black hole.
Yeah. Maybe they turned us off because we were creating sounds.
We were less interesting than the guy breakdancing, so they're like, we don't need to see your face.
This is so funny. There's like 20 people outside that can't go in.
Yeah, we are online already. Okay, so the question is, when will we be able to create such stuff for the avatars? Yeah.
Yes, definitely. That is my question.
Yeah.
Do we have an answer for that?
We don't. We just wanted to start a discussion.
Start the movement.
Yeah, it's because it's a pretty clear idea because this emote style movement, it's like, you know, in the in Messenger's GIF idea, because you can you can express yourself with movement in more deeper than just smiles or text. So it's we need this. Shiba, we need this. Give us.
Shiba, I'm curious though, because we saw them be able to kind of rig up a model and kind of just apply, I think you were saying apply animations that you bought from a library that already exists, which would really open up the door to a lot of animations if we could do that with the avatars, or if the team could do that with the avatars. How different is it on the back end, you know, actually creating something for the avatar versus creating something for a 3D model in Blender or whatever motion or whatever program you would do?
You mean like doing a custom animation rather than download from a library?
Well, no, I guess let's say you have access, right, on the back end like the team does. How much more difficult would it be to create that same animation and apply it to the actual avatar versus what they just did? Is it the same process or is it a more complicated process?
No, it's a different process.
Gotcha.
The thing right now is that you know, for the pipeline for animations in the client and for avatars is a different pipeline. You know, for doing an animation like this, like in the SDK, is totally different. Like in the SDK, it's way more easy to apply, you know, the animation on it. But for the avatars, it's a different thing. That is the another thing that I was talking about. Like the animation pipeline for the avatars, it's another thing that we have to work with. That is going to be, you know, there is. I don't know if you know about you know, retargeting, you know, the animations to an armature.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have the animation and you have to retarget the same bones, you know, to the actual avatar that we have. So that is a process that we have to work with, but where you know, we have more animations coming. Also, we want to make, we are working on a different system of NFTs, you know, applying to the
Shibu, sorry, Can external teams like DappCraft or other teams can join this direction and help you to develop some avatars movement for maybe propose some animation? Because I'm working in the animation industry in Russia, and we have many of animators. My colleagues and friends. So we can do many animations actually, and we know how to do this. So we want to help and bring this to life in Decentraland. Can we join to this?
One thing that I was saying that we're working on is trying to do the same things with emotes like we did for wearables, right? So having different kind. One thing that is happening right now is with, for example, the UI for emotes and so on. It's we have to change it all because the good way to work with is like having different emotes, and you choose the user can choose between 6 or 7 animations emotes to have, right? Because if we have more and more and more, and the UI like has like a lot of animations to be.
We can approach to this like a GIF in messengers. You just type said word said, and you see all the list of the animation for these words. I mean, we can search this movement by words like that.
Yeah, I think that is pretty possible, but we want to do the same. I mean, trying to do the same thing like wearables, like having them as NFTs so the community can do, a lot more and, facilitate things for all. And also the process to make the animation, right? Like to make it easy for everyone to make an emote and so.
So do you have, can you say some time frame in which you can see that somebody outside of the DCL team can join to make custom animations for emotes? What do you think?
A time frame for that, I don't know, but I think like probably between, I don't know, a couple of months, like 2 months from now on, maybe 1, 2, 3, I don't know.
I see. It's okay because yes, come on.
What we want to work right, like right now, very strongly is with the onboarding process, right? Like having a better onboarding for all the new users. And that's for us, like it's the first thing that we have for trying to to improve, and then all of these things, right?
Yeah, I wanted to tell to the guests that we have the third stage of the performance. So if you go outside from the dome, you can see metas with the dancing miners. And also you have 5 voting boxes, which you can vote, and you will see what will happen after you vote for 5 times each box. It's really nice. Yeah, so try.
Okay, so head outside the dome.
Oh, whoa.
Do you have to reload, or should it just be there?
As we have a delay, I think they will appear like they should appear somewhere outside.
I'll hit refresh just to see.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yes, we have some big brother who's looking outside to all of us, and he has special buttons before him, and he's just put 1, 2, 3, 4. So right now
I can see it already.
4.
Okay, I see it.
I can see it already. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I see the ballot boxes. Very well done. Very cool. This is how we're probably going to vote for our president in the future. Just learn ballot boxes. I don't see the.
It's not the mail, right?
yeah. That's what we should propose. Oh, there they are. They're dancing. I see them. Okay, cool.
It's really cool.
We definitely need.
So where this data gets stored for you guys somewhere?
I'm not the technical guy. Maybe.
What the question? I missed.
I said, does this data get stored somewhere for you? So when we answer yes or no, you obviously get this in a spreadsheet or something?
Yeah, I see it's somewhere on the server. Yeah, it is.
That's really cool. That is really, really cool.
Would you like to see new emotes in DCL? Hell yes.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, I should probably not. Yeah, this is supposed to be private ballot, right? Yeah.
So did you guys, it only triggers what it triggers once you voted for all of them?
Yes.
Awesome. I would encourage everyone to do it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So you already see it, yeah?
Yes, yeah, it's awesome.
Nice.
Denise, did you say about special surprise for
yes. Yeah, the guys already see it.
That's really
cool. What's the vouchers? So I didn't participate in the voucher thing. Does the voucher allow you to be the first people to buy it or something?
Yeah, it is. Well, like we had with the MoonMiner collection.
Essentially, it's like a pre-sale, correct?
Yeah, it is.
And then you could trade the pre-sale ownership of your wearables before they're actually launched, which is very cool. I like that.
So I just turned around. I just turned around after voting, and I just see like 1,000 avatars breaking it down. I was like, oh,
it is.
Awesome.
Yeah, really cool event, guys. Is there a place you can buy this stuff? Oh, over here you have to buy.
Shibo, let me ask you about emotes. One question which I have. What about intellectual property? Do you thought about this? How to solve this issue, or it's not totally not an issue at all for this DCL? What do you think about this? So I excuse me. For example, some animation we can steal or download from torrents, animation library. I mean, and we can apply them for avatars and sell in DCL. So it's not totally correct actually, but everyone can do this. How you see this direction? Interesting.
This is a community thing to resolve, right? You can do the same thing with 3D mods. It's intellectual property in the center, and it's a very good discussion about it. NFTs, but I mean that is a thing that really we should discuss in the DAO or things like that, right? Like intellectual property, it's a community, driven discussion. I think.
We could ask Clark Kent.
When I thought about this recently, I come across with idea about having something like passport, passport of the person and all the things that this person is making for the central land. This person is responsible for this creation, animation, wearable, etc. And actually, it's like in real countries, you have a passport and you have some sort of responsibility, because everyone. So, for example, if someone bought some wearable in the market, he can see who is made this wearable and the person or team. And if there is some questions, you can ask the person who is making this stuff. So the central land itself is not responsible for the stuff which made by persons.
Yeah, exactly. This tool for wearables that I'm talking about, it's about the same thing. For example, when you make a wearable, you have one limitation. First is the money that you have to spend to mint the wearables, right? That is like one step to prevent, to filtering bad stuff. I mean, because otherwise, then the wearable is going to a rotation through the DAO, and the community will can stop that wearable, and say this is bad for sensitive content or whatever, or is a replicate. I don't know, things like that.
Yeah, I guess, I mean, I won't talk too much about it because I could probably talk for 2 or 3 hours on the subject of copyright in DCL. But as a copyright lawyer, I think we're going to have to think about this as a community and as a DAO, and think about the best ways of ensuring that, it's difficult because copyright law is very tricky. It really depends on what the copyright holder wants to do. And so, in most cases, most of the stuff is going to go completely on, no one's going to do anything. No one's going to say anything. I think what we could see, the easiest thing, or the most problematic thing to me, frankly, will be copying of wearables and other things that are rare that already exist. Making another set of Bitcoin glasses, making another set of, the neon, your DappCraft wearables, whatever it is. And there's going to have to be some way of preventing that, because that is definitely going to be the most likely thing. And then I think just pure, throwing a Gucci logo on a t-shirt is not going to be a good look for DCL or whatever it may be, because that's the type of thing that just gets people in trouble. And frankly, I mean, the copyright laws are very tricky on this point because of how diverse and spread out and decentralized Decentraland is. But the reality is that doesn't stop the lawsuit from happening. And so lawsuits are very expensive and they're a headache and you have to respond to them. And so I think even if it's not a violation, as a community, it'll be in our best interest for the platform to think about these things ahead of time. And as a community, think of ways that we can, without filtering, without censoring, still adhere to certain rules that respect the laws and the rights of others, especially artists, because that also, encourages creation and whatnot. So that's my 2 cents without really getting into it.
No, it's definitely important, 100%. I'm just trying to think of, is it going to be like a case by case basis if somebody creates like a hot product, let's say it's a meta or something that's 100% copyright infringement? Is that something like the platform as a whole has to worry about, or just like the individual sole proprietor, whoever created that problem? Is that what you're saying? Like,
I think it depends, right?
Yeah.
Like, for example, I saw the Walmart that's in Decentraland. If Walmart for some reason didn't like that, it could be a pain in the butt for whoever put it up there and for the Decentraland Foundation, because they wouldn't be able to reach out to the person. So the lawyers would reach out to the Decentraland Foundation. They would say, you guys need to take this down. And then there'd be a whole discussion about, well, we can't because technically it's them, and maybe we can, but that goes against our policies. And so it becomes complicated for no reason. And so again, that's one of those things where, do we want to ban it on the front end? Do we want to say you can't do this? Or do we want to have a system that allows us to react on the back end? It's tricky. It's something we're going to have to think about.
Yeah, I'm very glad that Shibu said it's a matter of 2, 3, or 4, even 4 months for the emotes. That's cool. Yeah. For wearables, we were waiting for 1 year. So
yeah, you guys are definitely like front runners. You guys are in preparation since the very beginning of the wearables. So that means you're doing the same thing again, basically, with the emotes. Like, you're anticipating they're coming, so you're positioning
this is our idea.
Yeah, it's a smart move, guys. This is how you do it. That way you're always in the first round of whatever new category that comes out, right?
We actually technically know how to make it good. This is what is important, really. We know do amazing things, and we know how to do this.
Well,
so
I think
seeing all the neuro hairs out there that you guys made.
Cool.
Yeah, this is Serge's job, by the way.
It's only beginning, guys. We have many cool ideas for upcoming wearables.
Yeah, man. Go ahead.
One thing you said that I think was interesting is, your ability to take a library and do something with that library. I've always found, for example, with 3D models, I don't know how to 3D model, but I can get on Sketchfab and there's 100,000 3D models available with licenses that allow them to be modified. And so what I typically do is I'll get on there and I'll reskin the wearable, make it my own, or not wearable, the model, and then give them credit like the credits do, put their name somewhere. But that has made it someone like me who doesn't have any real 3D modeling experience able to create some pretty cool stuff. And I wonder, if the next kind of step to really filling the world with content is to start promoting uses and works that are already there, already exist, and can simply be repurposed for Decentraland. Partnering, doing things with Sketchfab, doing things with emotes, getting what's already out there and creating a system that easily allows that to be, like you said, targeted to the avatar or whatnot, or put into an NFT. So that way it's not like this crazy exclusive market because we only have 6 people who know about Decentraland who are doing this modeling. But you go out and you see, wow, we have professional animators who are doing, like motion capture type imaging, and that can be easily repurposed for a Decentraland avatar. And same thing with the 3D model. So, Shibu, I've heard that, this is something you guys are thinking about. I know with Sketchfab, people have told me to do this, and that's why I did it. Is there a way, as part of this onboarding, to show people, look at everything that's already out there. Look how easy it is to bring it into Decentraland.
Yeah, for example, one good tool that is wide used is Mixamo Animations, for example, that has it's like Sketchfab but for animations, right? Yeah, using all those free stuff and so on, it's going to be super cool for non as you said, not super technical creators. But yeah, for that, first we have to tweak a little bit the system to work with everything and to be more easy to create that, to translate that into the avatar, right? But yeah, of course, it's in the roadmap.
Guys, we had 40 minutes for the planned meeting. If you feel that we can discuss something else, let's discuss it, or otherwise we can take a sleep. Or Matey, I think you have a morning now, yeah?
Yeah, in Moscow it's 1 hour after midnight.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Not midnight, night.
Thanks for showcasing this. I actually really like the fact that you are displaying the utility of why people should buy your wearables. Like, the access is one thing, and then what you can do with the look and do dances and stuff, and this whole concept around the ecosystem of not just buying the wearables and wearing it in Decentraland, but having the special events and things like that. So I think we need to learn a lot from this event. I also like the voting thing was really, really cool for me, because everyone should have this feedback thing where people say, yeah, did you like the event or not? Like, what can be done with the event? So I think you guys are doing really well.
Cool, thank you.
Thank you.
What do you guys plan on doing with the ballot results? Is it like some kind of like data points you're going to use for a future DAO vote or something like that, just to show like a demand within the community? Is that what the purpose of the ballot is for?
Yeah, well, first of all, just to check how it works, and then to see what we can do. But sure, we will share with the community how many people we had and what votes they did. So yeah,
because it's good to push awareness for these emotes, because I think a lot of people just they're not thinking about it yet because they're not.
By the way, excuse me, few words for the people who looking the show. Everyone who want to see it again, you just can refresh the page and you will start to see the show again. So
okay, cool.
Someone missed.
Yeah, that's cool. I will do.
So bye. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you.
And for all you MetaZone club owners, I recommend you guys get these guys. Put them in your clubs, because they'll be dancing 24/7. Why not? They'll fit perfectly in there.
It will be a new DCL club culture.
Exactly.
All right, guys. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you all very much. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
See you.
Bye bye.